Yeah. What's going on with y'all, man? And what they say? What y'all on, gang? Snax on Sportz. I'm back with another one. You know. We finna talk about this San Francisco 49ers. You feel me? And yeah. Ain't really a whole bunch, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really do too much work for this live as far as wasn't really nothing to research. I don't really have no points, no pinpoints jotted down about things that I wanted to talk about in regards to this topic. I just kind of wanted to go, you know what I mean? Go live and just, you know what I mean, freestyle this thing, man. Off the head, this thing, you know what I'm saying? Stream of consciousness, so to speak. You feel me? But yeah, man, you know, the 2024 San Francisco 49ers, this is just not their year. It's not our year. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is, blood. You feel me? Like, it ain't nothing to be mad at. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really nothing to be mad at. You know what I'm saying? I understand us as fans, we get all into the shit. We get emotionally invested into this shit. You know what I mean? And, you know, so it's disappointing. You know what I'm saying? We coming off a season where we went to the Super Bowl, so high expectations were we had high expectations for this year to go back and win it. Spidey's G, what's going on, man? Niners going 5-12. Hey, they just might. After that shit they put out there tonight, I mean, good Lord. You understand me? That's a game where I just came out and just decided that, you know, it's just not our year. You feel me? It's just not. You can look at the things that happened in this game and it signifies, or it kind of, what's the word? It kind of mirrors what the Niners season has been like. So, for example, that motherfucking fumble at the 2-yard line by Kyle Juszczyk. Now, Kyle Juszczyk is the best fullback in the league. It's not a lot of fullbacks. A lot of teams don't use a fullback anymore, but we're one of the teams that still does. You know what I'm saying? And Kyle Juszczyk is sure-handed. You know what I mean? He don't carry the ball a lot, but he is a threat out of the backfield sometimes as far as catching it. And for runs like the one that he was handed the ball on, you know what I'm saying? And you know, for him to fumble that ball at the 2-yard line, at the 1-yard line, that solidifies, that just signifies what our season has been. You know what I'm saying? Coochie juice and ass blasting, man. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing wrong with it. Do your thing, big dog. But you know, that just is what it is. You know what I mean? If you look at that part of at that time of the game, at the half, it was what, 21-3? So, not saying we would have won the game. However, if we scored that touchdown, okay, if we score on that drive and cap that drive off with a touchdown, then it's 21-10. Okay. And then what proceeded was they ended up punting anyway. So we would have got the ball back. You know what I'm saying? We would have got the ball back down 21-10. And now it's interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because now you go down there, you score another touchdown, or even if you just score a field goal, it's 21-13. That's a one-possession game. You know what I'm saying? Now everything is different. But when Kyle fumbled that ball, that just was like, yeah, because I said it at the half. I'm like, all right, first half didn't go according to plan, but, you know, we only down 18 points. The game is not over. You know what I mean? We come out, score a touchdown on our first drive. Who knows what could happen? And it looked like we was getting ready to do that. And then, lo and behold, we turned the ball over. And it's like the same problems that the problems that we were having in regards to all the snow, don't seem like the Bills was having that same problem. Now, I understand a lot of people will say, you know, well, they were at home. They're used to the weather. They're used to the conditions and all that, you know what I'm saying? And for the most part, I would probably say that's true in some ways. But in a lot of ways, it's like, see, the thing about when people say shit like that is that you got to understand, like, when people say, "Oh, this team is, you know, the Buffalo Bills, they're playing, you know, they're used to the elements and all this other," bro, you got to understand, not every player on the Bills like grew up in those type of elements. You know what I'm saying? Grew up in that type of, you know. I know for a fact that there's some players on that team that's from California. So that's not entirely true. Like, they make it seem like because you play for the Buffalo Bills that you're automatically just immune to cold weather. It don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, they did seem to be the team that had somewhat of an advantage because, you know, we were the issues that we were having in regards to the snow, they weren't having those same issues. When Brock Purdy dropped back to throw that pass and the ball slipped out of his hand, that was because the ball was wet because of the snow. So it just slipped out of his hand. But on the very next drive, Josh Allen comes down, same wet, slick ball, and throws a dime. You know what I'm saying? That looked like it's 80 degrees out there and the sun is out. You know what I'm saying? So they weren't having those problems. The slippage, I didn't see not one, maybe I missed it, but I didn't see not one Buffalo Bill player like slip because of the snow and how slippery it was. But us, motherfuckers was slipping left and right. Motherfuckers was tiptoeing, you know what I'm saying? Because they didn't want to slip and not, you know. So it's just like, man, you know, and then Christian McCaffrey was gassing him. Christian McCaffrey in the first half of this game before he went down with that injury, he looked like the Christian McCaffrey of 2023. Yes, he did. But, you know, he gets hurt, you know. Fred Warner gets hurt in this game. Nick Bosa's already out. You know, Christian McCaffrey was already out for the half of the season, came back, now he's hurt. You know, Brock Purdy just came back from an injury. He missed last week. You know, Javarius Ward wasn't hurt, but he had a situation with his daughter. Like, his daughter passed away. Like, he ain't in the right mind state right now to play football. I don't give a fuck what you say. You know what I mean? He's back, suited up because, you know, this is his job and life does go on. But I'm sorry, he's not in the right mind frame to be playing football, bro. You know what I'm saying? He just lost a child. You know, Trent Williams out. You know what I mean? Missed his second game in a row. You know what I mean? I'm not saying the injury thing be, trying to give us an excuse. It's just facts. It just is what it is, bro. This hasn't been the full team that we expected to have. Now, motherfuckers say, oh, every team deals with injuries and this and that and blah, blah, blah. That's 1,000% true. But every team is affected differently by injuries, depending on what player is injured. You know what I'm saying? How severe that injury or those injuries are, how many players are injured, and what players injured in regards to how is it going to affect the rest of the team, as far as like the depth chart. Like, it's just, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not every team is the same. So it's like some teams may be able to get by, you know what I'm saying, and keep the ship afloat. You know what I'm saying? As the season goes on and they sustain injuries, but other teams are not for whatever reason. It just is what it is. And my point in saying that is just to say that this is why I believe, in my opinion, that this is just not our year, bro. And even in saying that, the season still ain't over. We're still not mathematically out of it. We still can win the division. You know what I'm saying? It's getting, chances are getting worse every week that goes by. We keep losing, and teams that are in our division above us continue to win. You know what I'm saying? But still, nonetheless, we are only 2 games out of first place in our division. You know what I mean? But the main thing that we got to do, man, is we have to we got to win games. You know what I'm saying? But even at that, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, that the season is not over. Do I expect any type of miracles or miraculous type things to happen going forward? I don't. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just only stating the facts, is that, the season ain't over and shit. You feel me? Matt P said, good point, nephew. Right on, uncle. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm not mad, bro, because I understand what this shit is, bro. It's like, once you see how this season has gone, and you kind of just think back at how it started with Christian McCaffrey being out, and all the holdouts, and you know what I'm saying? Oh, how can I forget Brandon Ayuk? Brandon Ayuk out for the season. Like, you know what I'm saying? Once this game happened tonight, and then you look back on what's happened in the season thus far, it's just clear to me, bro, that it's just not our year, bro. For whatever reason, the team that loses the Super Bowl just doesn't, that following year is just like, they're not the same team. You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, it just is what it is. You feel me? And we fall under that category, man. You know what I mean? So, But like I said, I ain't mad about it, because I'm a fan that understands how this shit go, bro. You feel me? You win some, you lose some. But you live. You live to fight another day. R.I.P. and shout out John Witherspoon and Friday. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That just came to my head when I said that. You win some, you lose some. You know what I'm saying? When Pops was trying to tell Craig, come on, man, you don't need that gun, bro. You know what I'm saying? But That's really, truly what it is, man. You win some, you lose some. You got to be, as a fan, you got to be willing to accept the good with the bad, bro. That's the one thing I don't like. And y'all hear me talk about this a lot, man, on my lives, man. I'm real big on loyalty and on being there with your team and for your team, even when they're going through struggles, and not turning your back on coaches and players that have had success. And then all of a sudden, when things are going well, then we want to turn our back on them and say, fire this coach, fire that coach, get rid of this player, trade this player. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with that. I'm not going to do that now if I wasn't doing that last year when we were going to the Super Bowl, or the year before that when we were going to the NFC Championship, or the year before that when we were going to the NFC Championship, or 2 years before that when we went to our first Super Bowl under Kyle Shanahan. Like, I'm not going to do it. This is not going to happen. You know what I mean? So this is sports, bro, and this shit is fun. You know what I'm saying? Because depending on how the rest of the season go, who knows? By this time next year, we're 5-7. By this time next year, after 12 games, we might be 9-3. Who knows, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's definitely possible, and I actually think that, like, that is what is going to happen. I think this year for the 49ers is going to be, I don't want to use the cliche and say wake-up call and all of that. I just feel like after going through what they have went through this season and all the ups and downs and injuries and holdouts and guys in and out the lineup and all the inconsistent play, and, I just feel like that's going to inspire a different level of hunger, you know what I mean, in the team. You feel me? Players and coaches alike. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes these things can be good from the perspective of, because what doesn't need to happen is like some big type of, rebuild and all that. That's not what the Niners need, bro. There's been unfortunate circumstances that have happened. And in a lot of our games, not tonight, okay, we got blew out, okay, but and even in tonight's game, if one or two, and I know somebody can say, well, you can say that about any game, you can say that about any team, and this and that, blah, blah, but it's true though, bro. If one or two things go different in that game, like I said, not saying we're going to win the game, but maybe the outcome is a little bit different. Maybe the final score is a little bit more, respectable, and I can go back to a few games earlier in the year and say, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do and close out games that we should close out because we're the better team, our record is flipped. Instead of 5-7, we may be 7-5 or better. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm not. Sometimes things just don't go your way for whatever reason. Sometimes it's unexplainable. Sometimes, yeah, you can blame whoever you want to blame, but sometimes it ain't nobody to blame. It just is what it is. You feel me? So, I mean, obviously there's somebody to blame, but I mean, it's the whole collection. It's the whole entity, everybody, players, coaches, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's to blame, bro. One single person or one single entity of the team. It's everything. Everybody can be better this year. You know what I'm saying? So, now going forward, we're going to see, we're going to see the heart of this team, and we're going to see, what they made of as far as, we're going to see what they made of as far as how y'all going to play out the remainder of the season. because the season ain't over yet. Not, for y'all, you still got 5 games left. If somehow you miraculously figure out a way to win all 5, you end the season 10-7. That probably gets you a wild card spot. You know what I'm saying? It may even possibly win you the division. The best team in our division right now is 7-5. We 5-7. That's only a difference of 2 games. You know what I'm saying? What if they lose 2 in a row? Now they 7-7 and we win 2 in a row. Now we're 7-7. You know what I mean? So who knows, bro? Khalil Rogers. Hi, buddy. So it's just one of those things, bro, to where it's like, I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. It'd be frustrating to sit there and watch these games. You know what I'm saying? When your team put out a performance like they did tonight on national TV in front of the whole country, in front of the whole world to see and shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's embarrassing. And it makes Kyle Shanahan look like he's a worser coach than what he is. Kyle Shanahan is a great coach. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Kyle Shanahan is a great coach. If you get rid of Kyle Shanahan, you're going backwards. And I know sometimes people say, well, sometimes you got to take a couple steps backward to go forward. That may be true. But I know for a fact, you let go of Kyle Shanahan, you're taking some steps backwards. Period, point blank. Ain't no other way around it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even think that's even worth talking about right now. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, I know that's going to be a part of the talk Monday morning on Bay Area Sports Talk Radio and all that. They're going to be talking about fire Kyle Shanahan and all this and all that. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. But yeah, ain't nothing to be mad about, bro. Ain't nothing to be mad about at all. You know what I'm saying? You win some, you lose some, bro. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just what it is. It's just what it is, my nigga. You know? You know, for any sports fan that's watching this live or will see this live, that don't know the context in which I'm doing this live for or about, you know what I mean? It's about, you know what I mean, the Niners, but in particular, you know, what happened tonight. And the 49ers went up against the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo, New York, in the snow, you know, and they got the beat down. They got hands and feet put on them. And so now I'm just assessing the game, assessing the season so far, and just giving my thoughts. You know what I mean? And just letting y'all know how I feel about it. And let it be known the fact that I ain't mad about it. Disappointed. But I ain't mad. Oh man, I'm tired of this shit, man. Fire Kyle Shanahan. That's emotional, bro. Like, it's not our year. It's not Kyle Shanahan's fault. So, you know what I mean? It's just not, it just hasn't been a good year overall. You know what I'm saying? The defense can't stop a motherfucking nosebleed. Nick Sorensen. Boy, I don't know what the fuck. Yo, if I would say anything about Kyle Shanahan, I would say, yeah, you made a mistake with that one. You know, you made a mistake with and I was wrong. I have no problem admitting when I was wrong. I talked a whole bunch of shit about Steve Wilkes. You know what I'm saying? And like I said in a live earlier, I don't take nothing I said back about him. You know what I'm saying? Except for the fact that we should have kept him. We should have kept him over Nick Sorensen. Straight the fuck up. You know what I mean? Nick Sorensen is just that defense is just not good. It's just not. You know, and yeah, man. Defense, defense has been putrid. Special teams has been putrid. Jake Moody, dude, dog, like you fucking ass cheeks, bro. I'm sorry, your ass is ass cheeks. You feel me? Like it seemed like that's all you do is miss field goals now. And I understand the elements and all that tonight, so that type of those type of elements are totally, you know, hard to kick the ball in, to kick field goals in. But nonetheless, I mean, you've been missing kicks, nigga, when it's motherfucking 80 degrees out there and sunny. So no, it falls under the same category for me. Special teams has been horrible this year. Defense has been horrible this year. Our offense has been okay. You know what I'm saying? But it could definitely be better. So I've came to the conclusion that it ain't no one person to blame. It ain't about this, it ain't about that, it ain't about getting mad, it ain't about none of that, man. It's just not the 49ers year this year. At least that's what it looks like. And that's okay. To some fans that may not be okay, but I don't believe, and we still in this season, so it's about this season. But in 2025, I just don't believe that the 49ers are going to have this type of season next year. I just don't believe it. Regardless of what any of you 49er fans think about Kyle Shanahan, he's coming back. He ain't going nowhere. So he's coming back. C-Mac's coming back. Brock Purdy's coming back. Nick Bosa's coming back. Fred Warner's coming back. Trey Greenlaw should be back. Brandon Ayuk's coming back. Greg Kittle's coming back. Trent Williams is coming back. Hopefully Deebo Samuel is back. I believe he'll be. You know what I'm saying? Tim Cannon, what's good with it? Wah wah. Good looking out, man, on tapping in, man. Y'all give your boy a like, give your boy a subscribe and all that. You understand me? You feel me? Yeah, man. It's just one of them things, man. We've had a rough go of it. We need to come back home, man, get some of this home cooking, bro. You know what I mean? And try to get a win at home, bro. You feel me? And see if we can see if we can string a win or two together, and just see where we at in 3 to 5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I believe that if we can get a win or two going forward, I believe that they might possibly still bring Dre Greenlaw back. But if we end up losing the next one or two, it might just be better to shut him down, bro. You know what I mean? It's just you know what I mean? Because if we ain't making the playoffs and all that, you know what I mean? I mean, if ever he gets to a point to where he's like absolutely 100% healthy, regardless of what we do and how we end off the season, if he's healthy and he wants to play, you know what I mean? I wouldn't have no problem with him playing, but I'm sure they wouldn't allow for that to happen. You know what I'm saying? Just the way this season been going. If we end up losing the next 2 games and we 5-9, you know what I'm saying? And y'all bring this nigga back just because, hey, he healthy and, you know, he's getting paid and this is his job type shit. You know what I mean? And he gets hurt again. Yeah, that would be that would be catastrophic. You know what I mean? Because the public outcry would be, why did you bring this guy back? You know what I mean? You should have just left him out. You know what I'm saying? The whole year, you seen the team wasn't doing shit. So, yeah. If he Dre Greenlaw, for me, Dre Greenlaw coming back this year depends on what they do the next week or two. I don't know who we play next week. My laptop is in the house charging. So I could go get it and pull up the schedule, but it don't matter. Tim Cannon, right on, tapping in, man. I mean, you see what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, yeah, man. It's just when you look at how tonight's game went and how Christian McCaffrey was gashing him and then got hurt. When you look at how the first drive of the second half, we were driving, got all the way down to the 2-yard line basically, and a sure-handed, non-fumbling ball carrier fumbled the ball at the 2-yard line. It's like all right. It's not our year, bro. And you see Fred Warner go down. Not go down. I didn't see him go down, but I'm saying the camera showed him walking into the locker room. Now, I don't know if he ended up coming back. I don't even remember if he came back in the game, but I'm just saying. You know, so it is what it is, bro. You know, but I said in my description, listen, this is just me. 49er fans can disagree. Sports fans in general can disagree. But I believe in Kyle Shanahan and his ability to be able to bring a championship to the San Francisco 49ers. I just believe that if we stick with him, he's going to be able to do it. You know what I'm saying? He's already shown that he is capable and knows how to build a Super Bowl contender. He's already proven that. Now he just has to figure out once he gets there how to close the deal. Now, both of his Super Bowl losses are to somebody that I now consider a top 3 quarterback of all time. I got him at 3. You know what I'm saying? Behind Montana and Brady. You know. And I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes. You know. And in a way, it's like, it's kind of no shame in losing to Patrick Mahomes. But then at the same time, on the flip side, you can say, well, you could have won both of those Super Bowls. And the reason why I'm making a statement like there's no shame in losing to Patrick Mahomes is because he's won Super Bowls. But 2 of his Super Bowl victories are against us. So if we win those 2 games, I'm not saying that about it. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like you can look at it from both, you know what I mean, from both sides. But still, nonetheless, and not to mention that it's just, you know, to say something like that, you know, it's kind of like a cop-out and an excuse to just say, oh, well, yeah, we lost to Patrick Mahomes, so, you know, yeah, we lost, and it's disappointing that we lost, but, you know what I mean, we lost to the, you know, to an all-time great and all that. And that's true, but you could have beat him, bro, and you probably should have beat him, you know, but it didn't happen. So that's that, but it is what it is, bro. Feels good. I don't want to talk and make it seem like this era of the 49ers is over and all that shit, or this season is over. The way the season has been looking, for the most part, we you know, the percentages probably say we probably barely missed the playoffs this year. You know what I'm saying? But who knows? We still might be able to sneak in there. Who knows? It's not over. It's not even. Not only is it not over, it's not even really close to being over yet. From a emotional standpoint, yeah. From a what your eyes seen tonight standpoint, yeah. You could, you know, if you want to say that, yeah. But if they have, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing out scenarios out there. I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm just saying, if they go out there and win their last 5 games in a row, what happened tonight doesn't even matter anymore. That's my point. You feel me? If they can somehow figure out a way to go win some games, man, you know what I mean? And they just happen to go on a 5-game winning streak to close out the season, then what happened tonight don't even fucking matter. Because if they get to 10-7, they're gonna make the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? It's just a matter of if that's going to be good enough to win the division, or is it just good enough to get in as a wild card team? Either way, we're in if we go 10-7. Now, it's possible, not probable, because you would have to bet on a team that has won 5 games in 12 tries. You would have to bet on that team to win 5 games in 5 tries. You know what I'm saying? And after what we've seen this season so far, like I said, if if what I'm saying in the title of this video is true, then they're not going to win 5 games in a row. Okay? If it's not their year, if it's just not their year this year, then they're not going to win 5 games in a row. So I'm kind of still emotionally reacting to it too, even though I'm not in an uproar and making wild statements like fire this person and fire that person or get rid of this player and all that. I see it for what it is. I know what has happened this year. You know what I'm saying? Something like this happened in 2020, the year after we lost the first Super Bowl in 2019. Okay? In 2020, the same thing happened. Jimmy G got hurt that year. Nick Bosa was out for the year. And I think we had another, couple injuries or whatever, but it ruined the season. You know what I mean? From the very beginning. And we weren't able to compete because all of the pieces that were supposed to be there weren't there. And then what happened? That following year, we go to the NFC Championship game. Now, it didn't start off looking like we were a Super Bowl contender, because I think that's the year we started out 3-5 or 3-4. But we ended the season well. Went into the playoffs with a run. Went into the playoffs with some momentum. Went on a run. It went all the way to the NFC Championship game. So I'm saying it's okay, and I'm not mad because I'm looking at everything that's happened this year, and I'm like, okay, I see what's going on here. It's just not our year, but they can come back next year and be a totally different team, and that's what I believe they'll do. Cooled Raptor 297. LOL. As a Chiefs fan, it's funny that we ended your is dynasty dreams. As a Chiefs fan, you might want to, improve your vocabulary, brother. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. My nigga. But I think I understand what you mean. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I'm not, listen, bro. I can take all shit talking. I can take all shit talking because I dish out shit talking too. So how can I dish it out and not be able to? So it's all good. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? And I accept all commentary, all, don't matter. Chiefs fan, Eagles fan, Raiders fan, Cowboys fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm with everybody coming on and giving their opinion. It's all to the good. It's all love. It's just the internet. But you right. But it's crazy that you say that, because even though we never won the Super Bowl in this era so far, you know what I mean? I believe in Kyle Shanahan and that he will be able to do it. You know what I mean? If he is able to get like at least another 5 years, I believe he'll win a Super Bowl within the next 5 years. That's just me. But what was I getting ready to say? I forgot what the fuck I was getting ready to say. But that's all I was getting ready to say. But even though we haven't won a Super Bowl, and you guys, the Chiefs, are the real dynasty, you know what I'm saying? It does kind of feel like the 49ers have had like a little dynasty here over the past 4 or 5 years, because you know what I'm saying, they've went deep into the playoffs for 4 of the last 5 years, and we've been to 2 Super Bowls in the last 5 years. So it feel like we didn't have a little mini dynasty. But look, this is what I'm saying. Say, bro, 5 years, no way. And I respect that. You feel me? But what I'm saying, this is what I'm saying. Okay. Kyle Shanahan, you got to understand, bro. Like, Kyle Shanahan his contract go, and I understand he can be fired at any time. It doesn't matter what your contract say, but if he gonna get, if they fire, he gonna get all his money. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? So fire me or don't fire me, but I'm gonna get all my money. But his contract runs all the way through 2027. So that's this year, 2024, next year, 2025, the year after that, 2026, and the year after that, 2027. So he's under contract for 3 years after this year. And what I'm saying is, the reason why I'm saying 5 years, bro, is because, for one, I'm giving him enough grace to be able to, because everybody that we got right now ain't going to be here for that whole 5 years, obviously. You know what I mean? At some point, Trent Williams is not going to be here over the next year or two, depending on what happens with Deebo Samuel. Deebo Samuel is my favorite player. But, you know what I'm saying? You just got to see kind of like how his injury thing hold up. I mean, he's been available this year. I think he's only missed one game. But it seemed like he kind of does always have some nicks and some knacks. And how they kind of use him, can that continue to be sustained as much? Because he already been doing this for like 3-4 years. Like it's a cap, I believe, on that, because they kind of use him as kind of like a gadget player. Yeah, he can, you know what I'm saying? I understand, they say he ain't the best route runner as a wide receiver and all that, but he catches passes just like a wide receiver too. But I'm saying they use him all around. So I don't know how long, but Deebo Samuel probably at some point ain't gonna be here no more. Who I know is gonna be here for sure, Brock Purdy is gonna be here. Brandon Ayuk is gonna be here. You know what I'm saying? For the defense, Deommodore Lenoir is gonna be here. Nick Bosa is gonna be here. I want to say Fred Warner, but I'm not, I don't, because, these NFL players, they can age fast, you know what I mean, as far as what they do on their ability on the field. But I'm saying 5 years, bro, because we got to remember, bro, that, it can't be like Kyle Shanahan's track record it has to stand for something, bro. So if he's not going to be there for at least another, for me, Kyle Shanahan, being fired talk shouldn't even be considered to be a thought unless next year they have the same type of year that they had this year. Then after the 2025 season has concluded, if next season goes the same way that this 2024 season has went, I'm still not saying he should be fired. I'm saying that the talks should start then. But it shouldn't even be a conversation now, bro, because last year we were in the Super Bowl. We can't do this thing, bro, where so your job is up for grab from year to year, every year. I could see if he only had one, if he'd been there for 5-6 years and he only had one good year and the rest of the years was bad. Bro, he's been here for what, 7 years, and he's had 4 excellent years. Fuck what the records say. If you end up as in a conference championship game, you had an excellent year. And 4 times he's done that out of the 7 years that he's been here. So, to me, that has to account for something. That has to mean something. Like, you don't just do that. And he took over a team that was butt ass. So that first year, you got to kind of throw it out, because he took over a team that had no talent really, and he had to, you know what I'm saying? He had to build a championship team, and he did that. You feel me? So really, it's 4 out of 6 years. You know what I'm saying? That he either went to the NFC Championship game or the Super Bowl 4 times out of 6 years. So you don't just fire that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you like, and what I mean is, you don't just fire that because he, you know, this year they have a bad year. I just don't see that. I don't see that as being a solution. So that's the reason why I'm saying 5 years, because I'm saying this year he shouldn't be fired. I'm saying next year, even if he has the same type of year that they had next year, he still shouldn't be fired. So by that 3rd year, then if they have another season like that, then okay. If he end up getting fired, I can see that. Okay, you said what about what about we talk about my feelings about 49ers versus Chiefs game? You talking about the game that they played this year in the regular season, or are you talking about the Super Bowls? If you're talking about the game from this season, I'm not even gonna front to you. You remind me what happened. All I remember is we lost. I don't even remember what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember what happened in that game. I know we lost, but I don't even remember what happened, bro. But how do I feel about it? How I feel about it? I mean, we lost. I don't feel no type of way. I want my team to win, but we lost. So I mean, I don't feel no type of way. Oh, you an Eagles fan? Bro said I'm an Eagles fan. Yeah, the Eagles, I call y'all the Sheagles. You know what I'm talking about? I call y'all the Sheagles. But Eagles, y'all doing y'all thing right now. What y'all on, like an 8-game winning streak? So y'all ain't gonna win the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So I'll tell you that right now. You ain't winning the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? I put all type of money on that. The Philadelphia Eagles will not win the Super Bowl this year. But you guys have, been a good team past, 7-8 years. Won a Super Bowl in 2017. You feel me? Got back there a couple years ago. You feel me? So y'all been doing y'all thing, and y'all winning games right now. So that's dope. But I don't see y'all winning the Super Bowl this year. I think the Super Bowl winner this year, this is just my opinion, I think the Super Bowl, from what I've seen so far, I think the Super Bowl winner this year is going to be either the Detroit Lions, the Kansas City Chiefs, the Buffalo Bills. I want to say Baltimore, but I can't say Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? I can't trust them. I'll say this about y'all. I'll say this about the Eagles. Now that I'm thinking about it, y'all will be one of the 4 or 5 teams that I gotta be honest, and I gotta say that I do give y'all a chance. Now that I think about it, furthermore, you know what I'm talking about? I do give y'all a chance. I don't think y'all gonna do it, but I give y'all a chance. So basically, what I'm saying is, I don't think y'all gonna win the Super Bowl, but I won't be surprised if y'all do. You feel me? I wouldn't be surprised if y'all do. And I know motherfuckers be like, oh, well, you hedging your bets. You know what I'm saying? You know, you trying to talk out of both sides of your mouth. You trying to make a prediction, but then cover it up. So just in case your prediction ain't right, you know what I mean? You can fall back and say, well, I said, you know what I'm saying? That may be a little bit of it, but that's just what I think. I think that the Philadelphia Eagles are one of the 4 or 5 teams that is able to win a Super Bowl, but I don't think they're going to do it. You feel me? Yeah, winning a Super Bowl is hard. Yeah, duh, bro. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like we both understand that, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you. You know what I mean? But yeah, I understand. I know winning. Like, who you telling that winning the Super Bowl is hard? You talking to a 49ers fan? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So if don't nobody else understand how hard winning the Super Bowl is, or what I'm trying to say, if like I shouldn't basically I should know the most that winning the Super Bowl is hard. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, we've been knocking at the door every fucking year, damn near for the past 4 or 5 years. You feel me? So, you heard 49ers are fruity. I heard we hear a lot of shit. We hear a lot of rumors. You know what I'm saying? They might be. You know what I'm saying? Hey, well, that ain't got nothing to do with me. So, you know what I'm saying? Even if there is, I don't know why you want me to get mad at that. If they fruity, they fruity. You know what I'm saying? I root for the team. I root for the football team. You know what I'm saying? Whatever else the fuck they got going on, they got nothing to do with me, player. You feel me? So, yeah, but I mean, it's all cool, it's all cool. The fruitcakes is worldwide now. You know what I mean? That's not, or you know what? I'm not gonna say worldwide. That's just an American epidemic. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? The fruitcakes is nationwide. So best believe in Philly, you know what I'm saying? You got a little bit of that going on, player. You feel me? Man, I don't give a fuck. They can come whatever the fuck, man. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a motherfucker. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm God over everything. So whoever they is, they can come whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck about no YouTube, no Instagram. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit. They can take all this shit. I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say. Now, you feel me? Now, let's say if my channel was to blow up, you know what I'm saying? Then start getting a little bit more traction. Then yeah, I'll modify some of the things that I say, but I still don't give a fuck. Like, I'm still gonna, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Because, like, I'm not gonna be, I'm not stupid with it. You know what I mean? I'm not stupid with it. I'm just saying, like, I don't give a fuck. Ain't nobody gonna stop me from saying what's true and what's right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying it from a perspective of hate. I don't hate nobody, don't hate nothing. I don't got no issue with nobody doing nothing. Whatever you want to do that. I ain't got no problem with it because it don't affect me at all. It ain't got nothing to do with me, you know what I'm saying, or mine. But I'm just saying, if we talking fruity and fruitcakes, I understand. You know what I mean? I'm not from San Francisco. You know what I mean? I grew up in East Palo Alto, California, which was the murder capital in 1993, a little small city. You know what I'm saying? Look us up. East Palo Alto is where Devontae Adams is from. I'm from that city. The same city that the future Hall of Famer, wide receiver Devontae Adams is from. I'm from that same city. Our city is only 2.5 mile radius. We like 3 miles away from Stanford. You feel me? And we like another 5 or 6 or 7 miles away from the richest fucking area in the fucking country, which is Atherton, California, which is where Steph Curry which is where Steph Curry lived. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I grew up in the hood. Now, San Francisco got hoods too, but I know San Francisco they got the reputation for, being a gay town and all that. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck they do. But I'm just saying now, it ain't just San Francisco no more. So if we talking fruity and all that other shit that you try to talk, you know what I mean? I guarantee you some of them motherfucking Philadelphia Eagles fans, yeah. They got a little bit of Magic Johnson's son up in them too. You feel me? You feel me? It just is what it is. But hey, man, it's a good little conversation though. Shout out to you. Shout out to my guy Cool Raptor 297 LOL. You feel me? We just talking, but man. The Niners. It is what it is. Like I said, I ain't. It is what it is, bro. You feel me? Whether the Niners is in the playoffs or not, I'm gonna watch I'm gonna watch the playoffs. I'm gonna watch the Super Bowl. I'm a sports fan. You feel me? And yeah, you feel me? That just is what it is. You feel me? So yeah, just like last year when the Warriors wasn't in the playoffs, are you disappointed? Yeah, but when it comes to the Warriors, please. I'm not finna be mad about nothing. I done watched these motherfuckers. I done watched these motherfuckers win 4 championships, and I done been to 3 parades. So, you know what I'm saying? You think I'm finna? Nah, bro. I ain't tripping, nigga. Hey, listen, man. Respect to you. Cool Raptor 279 LOL. It's all love. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe, you feel me? Like, you know what I mean? We can chop it up, you know what I mean? Whenever, you know what I mean? It's all to the good, but one thing I ain't finna do is sit up here and just keep talking about some fruity shit, bro. So this is a sports show right here. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? No disrespect to you, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? If you want that kind of content, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm open for, you know what I'm saying? Always veering off topic a little bit and going a little bit left or a little bit right, you know what I mean? But I ain't really finna just keep sitting here talking about, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? All that. Like I said, no disrespect, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all to the good. No disrespect at all, player. You feel me? But it just is what it is. You feel me? But plus I'm done anyway, bro. I'm finna get up off here, man. I just want to say my little piece. You feel me about how I feel about the game tonight against the Buffalo Bills. Shout out to Josh Allen. Shout out to the Buffalo Bills. They 10-2 now. You know what I'm saying? They looking like one of them teams. You feel me? And I just want to say my piece on that and where I'm at. And where I'm at in regards to how I feel about the Niners season so far. You feel me? And what I feel like gonna happen going forward. I address a little bit of all that. You feel me? So, but I'll be back with another one. You feel me? Cause I wanna do some shit about the Warriors. The Warriors they back to, all them feel good vibes, you know what I'm saying, that the Warriors had early in the year. Them shits is gone now. 4 losses in a row, that shit's gone, bro. Y'all got to get back on track. So I want to address that. For sure, bro. I'll tap in with you on the next one, man. You feel me? All right, Snax on Sportz, I'm gone.